Hello, Cavero girls. Welcome to Permastoked. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'm doing wonderful. So we have, help me out here, Keana and Nailani.
Yes, you got it. Good job.
Perfect. Is that the right pronunciation?
Yes.
Okay. So who's older and who's younger?
I'm the oldest by 3 years, and then so I'm 18, and then she's 15.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And Nailani, am I correct? You're the one who was named after a Barney song?
Yes, she named me when she was watching Barney.
Oh,
There was
so
like a Hawaiian girl on the show or something, and I was like, "Hey, that's a nice name." And my parents heard me say, and they're like, "Hey, that is a nice name."
wow.
Like,
Yeah, that is. So are you happy with that name, Neilani, all these years later?
Yeah, I like it because it's original and you don't hear it every day.
Yeah, it's really different. It's really different. So, hey, Kiana, I hear there's some big news happening. It sounds like you're off to school.
yeah, actually, on Sunday I'm going to be moving into residence at Carleton, so in Ottawa, and I'm going to be starting my new job in the House of Commons. So I'm really excited for that.
Whoa, you've got a job in the House of Commons?
Yeah, I've been interviewing for it throughout the year, and so I'm going to be working as a page there, so like assisting the members of parliament and the other people who work there.
Oh my goodness. So what are your career aspirations? Prime Minister?
Yeah, I mean that would be nice. I really like
Wow.
provincial politics, so I'm hoping that maybe I can become a member of provincial parliament, and then who knows, maybe premier.
Wow. So if you get into Parliament, what are you going to do for surfing?
See, that's the issue. My dad let me know that Kingston is only 2 hours away, so I can go there at least. And I'm bringing a paddle board to see if I can find some spots around there. But I think I'm just gonna have to come back for the weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I meant like, what are you going to do? Are you going to make some laws like, annual Canadian Surfing Day, nobody goes to work?
I think that might have to happen actually. Once I'm in office, maybe just National Surfing Month. No
Wow,
working, just surfing.
amazing. So are you in a course as well, though?
Yeah, I'm actually taking law, government, and policy there.
Wow,
Yeah.
this is incredible. Wow. So, Neilani, how do you feel about your big sister going off to Ottawa?
I think it's cool because she's like one of the only kind of cousins from our family that's actually like kind of going farther away. It's kind of cool and I can take her room. So it's fun.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't like that.
oh, that's part of the deal. I remember when that happened to me. My sister took my big room, and then when I'd come home, I was sandwiched in the small little room.
See, I'm trying to prevent that from happening as much as possible because I still like my room.
Wow. So have the waterworks started yet over there?
Not yet, but I mean, maybe we'll see when they drop me off. Hopefully not. I don't think she's gonna be sad because, like she said, she's happy for the room.
Well, Ottawa's not too far. You'll be able to come home.
Yeah, for sure. Actually, because next weekend's the long weekend, I'm going to be there for a week, and my parents have already planned to visit me or I come home. So it's basically like I'm not even moving.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
So when are you leaving? Because your dad and I were talking. I mean, he's going surfing tomorrow. So,
Yeah. I'm seeing a friend tomorrow morning just to like, see everybody before I leave, basically, or as many people as I really can with all the restrictions. And then we're leaving on Sunday morning, like early in the morning.
right on, right on.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you two are the daughters of Larry Cavero, the Stoke Master General of the Great Lakes. What's it
That's
like having Larry Cavero as your dad?
Sometimes it's kind of funny because sometimes there's people. I remember one time we were out in public and someone came up to him and he was like, Larry, like the Larry Cavero, and we're like, he's not that popular, but it's funny how he's, well known kind of. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. And like all our friends are like, whoa, your dad's a surfer. You guys have a surf shop. So, I mean, it definitely gets us some popularity points.
Nice. So is surfing cool in high school?
I would say so because it's not something that, like, I haven't met any other person in my school that's done it. So they're like, wow, you're so cool and exotic.
Exactly. Like when I was younger, I used to they used to tell us like, tell your friends that you surf. Like no one else does that. And I was kind of shy because I don't know.
Because
Like
it's bragging,
it's not
right?
it's not a common sport, right? But now and they're like, oh, that's really cool. Like no one really does that because they don't know that you could surf in the Great Lakes, and that's what my dad and his friends are trying to prove.
Yeah, we've been out, hitting the waves for years and people still don't believe us. You show them videos and pictures and they're still shocked.
I think it's Photoshop.
Oh. So what is your earliest surfing memory?
I guess for me, I don't know if I remember it too well, but there's just like a photo of me on the couch of my first house when I was like just born. It's just a surfboard, just like that, and my dad's like holding me on the board, trying to get out of the camera. So I guess that was the first time I was ever on the board, and then I'm sure we've surfed like when we were little, but I think the first memory for me really was when we went on a trip to the East Coast and we were like too scared to go in the water because it's so cold there and everything. And my dad was like, please, like, I'll get you a Barbie or something. Come in the water.
Oh, wow. Bribery.
Yes. I mean, it worked. So.
Was it a surfing Barbie?
I don't even think we got the Barbie in the end. It was just the promise of the Barbie.
Oh, okay. So where was that? Was that Lawrencetown or Martinique Beach or something in Nova Scotia?
I think it was. That was like a long time ago. We went again, I think it was last year or 2 years ago, but it was probably around there. I just know the water was freezing.
Okay. What about you, Nailani? What's your earliest memory surfing?
I think when I think of like the youngest me surfing, I just remember when we went to Florida one time, and my dad, like obviously we didn't know how to paddle, stand up, and go surfing. So he used to hold us onto the board, and when the wave would come, he would push us. So I think that's my first memory.
Oh, excellent. So, a lot of kids, their parents take them to do things and the kids usually just think it's lame, like, oh, I don't want to do that. That's what my parents do. They like country music. That's so boring. That's stupid, right?
Yeah.
But surfing is so cool. So were you ever like, Dad, surfing is lame. Surfing is for losers. Or were you like, no, surfing is cool and you just knew it from the beginning?
I mean, I think that it's always kind of been cool. And we never said like, oh, it's like lame, it's just for old people or something, because you always see like, these surfers in magazine and you're like, wow, those are so cool. Like I could do that. That makes me feel kind of proud. But then sometimes we're like, oh, do we have to go surfing?
So do you guys go out in pretty cold conditions or do you just stick to the warmer weather?
Usually the warmer weather, but occasionally, like one time we went in the winter. That usually doesn't happen a lot though. We usually just go when it's warm. We still wear wetsuits, but usually not in the winter because one time we went and it was kind of, it burnt your face. It was a little, and we were kind of young, but maybe when we get a bit older or if we just feel like it, maybe we can start going in the winter.
Yeah.
Especially because of our mom, like during the school year, I think we usually go until like fall probably, but then she's like, I don't want you guys getting sick and missing school, so you can surf
Oh,
warm
but your
again.
dad can get sick and miss work.
Yeah, that's fine apparently.
Wow. So, your dad grew up surfing the ocean, and then discovered the Great Lakes later in his life, whereas you two grew up on the lakes. Does that mean when you're older, you might want to get some time living on the ocean eventually?
That would be cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think personally I like the lake better in my opinion, because salt in the eyes isn't a good feeling. But yeah, it would be cool to like live by an ocean because, anytime you could just go. And it's not only surfing you could do by the ocean. Like there's so many things. So that would actually be I could see myself doing that.
It's nice to have the consistency of the ocean, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's one of the treats, yeah. So how do you guys feel when you go down surfing in Peru? What's that like for you?
That was actually really cool because the last time we went to Peru, we were really little, and I'm pretty sure, I don't even think we surfed, maybe just for like one day. So it was really cool because our dad showed us like, hey, this is where I would surf, this is where I would walk down, and then I would meet my buddies like right in this spot, and we would surf right on this spot. So it was kind of cool because, our parents were born so far away. So it was nice to experience a little bit of what they got to experience.
Yeah, that's like a history lesson.
Yeah, basically.
So you mean out of all your high school, you don't have any of your friends coming with you guys to surf?
I know definitely my friends are like, oh, please take me surfing, take me surfing. And I think I've gone to the beach with a couple of them and even our cousins, but I guess probably just planning wise, sometimes it doesn't work out. But I know a lot of my friends are actually interested in like paddleboarding, and even I got my English teacher into paddleboarding because of my dad, and we all got to come together with her and some of my friends.
I got my friends from elementary school to go surfing. I think just one or two of them, but that's it. Like I've never had actually friends go surf with me.
They always talk about it a lot though. Like everyone's really keen on wanting to try it. Because it's not something that you think you'd be able to do unless you go on vacation somewhere, right?
Yeah, that's true. So do you guys participate in school sports or any of those other activities?
Yeah, I'm not. I'm more like she's more involved in sports than me personally because I'm more into like, arts activities, but she's more into like, sports and stuff like that. But I do like sports in school, and we do sports outside of school too.
Yeah, like we both play, we actually just came back from soccer practice, so we both play rep soccer. And at school, I've been like a part of various teams over the years. Ever since middle school, when I found out, hey, I can actually do sports, I try to get on like whatever teams I can. So I do like swimming or soccer, cross country, flag football, just different stuff like that.
Oh, very nice. Wow.
Yeah.
You two are both very busy girls and real change makers, changing the world.
Thank you.
So, speaking of changing the world, so tell me about, your passion for cleaning the beach and where does that all come from? And tell me about the campaign you guys are working on.
Yeah, for sure. So when my dad started surfing again in the Great Lakes after like his pause, he started surfing the Cove, and he noticed like what a nice place it was, and we even saw like, wow, this is a beautiful piece of nature, but it was so badly polluted. There was garbage everywhere. People were visiting the beach and leaving litter like wherever they were. And so he was like, wow, this is really dirty. So we kind of thought, okay, why don't we just clean it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in 2009, I believe, that's when we started to get together with our family friend Antonio Acuna, and we just invited a couple people out. We got garbage bags, some food to eat after we cleaned up, and we just picked up as much trash as we could from the beach. And then from there, we decided, okay, this is a pretty good thing. It's not like it's going to stay clean itself. So we wanted to keep on doing that and see if we could bring it to other places that might have been a little bit polluted. And then see if we could also bring in some other initiatives like raising money for people that need it, or the other campaigns that we've tried throughout the years.
Wow, so you two must have been really young when you started cleaning the beach.
Yeah. I was 7 years old, I believe.
I was 5 or 4 years old, I think.
Yeah.
Wow, amazing. So how is the campaign? What have you seen change from when it started till now, or how has it grown?
It's gotten really like more like before it was just a small group of people, But now it's like, it's like a community. It's all friends, family, like children. Like it's all just these people coming to help. And it's really fun. Like you meet so many people, but at the same time, you're cleaning a place that's, kind of your home because you surf there and stuff. And it's really nice. Like, and it's really fun to see because, sometimes they're cleaning on shore. But then one time I remember they brought scuba kind of equipment and they went to go clean under the water. So it's really cool. And
neat.
there's no point in stopping it. I mean, so it's really cool to keep as a tradition as well.
Yeah. So what does the campaign look like under normal circumstances? Is it sort of a one-day cleanup, and walk me through that?
So pretty much we plan at least twice during the year. So either spring, summer, and then one in the fall. And then we don't always do it at the Cove, even though that's the original thing. Like we've gone to other beaches as well. And so it's just like a one-day thing. So we pack up like bags, gloves, all sorts of things. When we get there, everyone kind of chills for a bit and we go pick garbage and everything. And once we've collected all that, everyone can come back, clean themselves up. And we usually have a barbecue and some food to give out just for like as a thank you for helping. And then we also usually have a raffle. So we just give out raffle tickets. A lot of local businesses have helped us out over the years, just donating things that we can give away. And some have even like Surf the Greats has had like a yoga thing going on, which is really cool. And then at the end, we usually give, there's 3 awards that we give every single year. So it's like for people that have been helping the surf community throughout that year and have really cared about both the community and the environment. So it's just to recognize whoever's been helping in that way.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
So tell me what the campaign looks like this year with it being COVID-19. What is the campaign going to look like?
So we've been talking about it as a family, and we decided it probably wasn't the best idea for us to get a group of people to bring together. Even if everything's social distance, it's probably better to be safe. So we've decided to do a virtual cleanup this year. So basically everyone can go to their local parks. You can bring a friend or your family members that you're living with. Go to your local park, a local beach, whenever you go out to like a green space, pick up some garbage when you can, bring a bag with you when you go out, and then just send us a picture. And since we usually do the raffle, you sending the picture of yourself cleaning up the garbage and everything, that would count as your raffle ticket. And so we've decided, because, some people might be busy, so we can't make it just a one-day event. So we've decided to do it for the whole month of September. And then at the end of September, we have the raffle, and thank everyone for their contributions. So in this way, we don't only clean just this one beach, kind of like the Cove, but we actually get to help clean green spaces all around Ontario or even other places that people are participating.
Wow, genius.
Thank you.
I was on the Bruce Trail today and I picked up a beer can and a ice cap container, but I didn't take a picture of it. Shoot.
You know what? We'll count it.
Okay. And usually when I'm out on my paddleboard, I find garbage and I put it on the paddleboard and bring it in.
Yeah. It's sad that we have to do that, but it's really good that people like you are doing that.
Yeah, it's sad that we have to do it, but somebody's got to do it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So where do people send their photos to?
So they can send it to our Instagram, which is Surf Dreams Canada. We also have Facebook, which is also Surf Dreams Canada. And then I think we might also offer like an email option as well. So we would probably just advertise that on our social media.
Okay, so for the month of September, people are to pick up garbage from the park, the lake, whatever it is, take a photo of it and send that photo to Surf Dreams Canada on Facebook or Instagram, and they are automatically entered into a draw, correct?
Yes, you got it.
Awesome. So, hey, it's great that they're giving back to Mother Earth, who gives us so much. But, hey, we're all a little greedy. So what's in it for them? What are the prizes?
Well, you know what? We can't say too much because, we're still getting things and we want to keep it a surprise.
Okay.
I will say that there are a couple businesses that have graciously donated some things, and I think whoever participates will be very happy with the selection so far.
Okay, right on. What are some of the sponsors you can mention so far?
I can't remember any right now, unfortunately. Um, I do know Australian Gold, the sunscreen company. They've sent us some things. I'm assuming Surf the Greats probably, because they're usually really helpful, and they do the yoga thing. But I can't remember too many right now. I think
Not off the top of my head.
yeah.
I think there might be one. There might be one starts with an F.
Does it happen to be what is it? Freshwater.
I know there was one.
Something like
There was
that.
one that was makes.
Keanaila.
Yeah. There was one that makes. No, I can't remember.
Okay.
I'm not good with names. I'm so sorry.
Okay, no problem. Well, there's 2 shirts from Freshwater Surf Goods in the raffle.
Thank you. And again, thank you so much for that. We really appreciate you helping us out.
Yeah, no problem. It's great to be a part of something so great. And I just moved back to Ontario. I was really looking forward to being a part of this in person.
Yeah. So I do kind of get to do it now.
Yeah. So hopefully next year then.
Yes, for sure.
Amazing. So when you guys clean up the beach and then you go back the next year, do you find that, is it making a difference? Are people being better at the beach with picking up their litter, do you think? Do you think you're making a change that way, or?
Personally, I think some years are better than others. I remember one year we put up a sign that it says "Keep our lakes clean." Like it's slowly making a difference, but at the end, it's making a difference. And some years are better than others. Like there are some years where we just don't find as much as we did maybe the last year, but then maybe there's some times where we find a lot. But overall, you can see like slowly, but it's getting pretty good because usually people are starting to be more cautious now. So
Okay.
And I think they see us cleaning up, and whoever's there that day, they're like, okay. Sometimes random people come in and help us out. So it's really nice that you can see the communities kind of seeing what we're doing and acting.
Yeah. I would like to think that the younger generation takes pollution and litter more seriously, but I don't know the statistics. But I think there's been a shift in consciousness, and people are more aware maybe than they were in the past. So why is cleaning up the beach and keeping the earth, in good condition so important to you two?
Well, we've always both been like really interested in like the environment and everything, and I think especially because we grew up in a family where we're surfing, and that is a sport that literally cannot happen without the ocean and nature and everything. I think we've just grown to appreciate the natural beauty around us, and you can see like even through school we learn like how much like the environment helps us, like from the food you eat to the clothes you wear and everything. So it's really important that you see how big of an impact like our natural world has on us. So I think it's just we realized how important it is to actually take care of it.
Okay, so if you saw somebody littering right now and you came face to face with him, what would you say to him?
Well, actually, this has happened to me before, and I would say we're both, pretty timid people in that we're not very confrontational people, but I've actually had like a talking to with some of my friends and saying, hey, you know what? you kind of just drop this and if they say like, oh yeah, I did that on purpose, then you can kind of tell them a couple of facts or just say, hey, you know, that's not right. There's a garbage can. You can just put it in your pocket. There's a better way to do this. As long
Excellent.
as you're not having a screaming match with someone for dropping a wrapper by accident, then I think it all works out.
Very good. Taking the high road. Wow, you guys are so good.
Thank you.
So when you guys aren't, you know, out cleaning the beaches, what do you guys do to, you know, stay busy?
Well, personally, I really like art, and I don't know, it's usually something that keeps me busy. I like art, and recently we just got a puppy, so he's keeping me busy too.
Oh, what kind of puppy
Usually
you guys get?
he's a Cocker Spaniel and a Poodle.
Nice, cute. What's your name?
We named him, well, we haven't really decided. My mom and I are calling him Toby. She wants to name him like
Pickle.
Pickle.
I really like Pickle, but I don't know.
And then my dad wants to name him something Hawaiian.
Like
Yeah, I would think
or
so,
pie
yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yet.
Toby Pickle.
Yeah,
Toby Pickle.
that works.
Yeah, well, you're leaving, so I have a feeling they might, you know, swoop in and Toby might win.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they're telling me, yeah, you have no say anymore. You're gone.
So is Toby a puppy?
Yes,
Yes.
he's 10 weeks, so like 2 months.
Okay, so what's the plan for getting Toby to become a surfing dog?
My dad has already, I think Cocker Spaniels are like water dogs. So we recently got this like $3 inflatable like pool.
It's like this.
My dad wants to teach it already to like water and to swim. So he's filling it with water and trying to put him in. But he's still a puppy. He doesn't really like water yet. So he keeps hopping out. But maybe one day he'll like it.
Yeah, I would do some research because I really wanted my dog to be a surfing dog, and of course she really doesn't like the water. So I think you got to be very strategic in how you introduce them to the water and use lots of treats and make it a very fun and rewarding experience and not something they're going to be afraid of, right?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
We want Toby being a Toronto lake surfing Cocker Spaniel.
Yes, he's gonna be the Surf Dreams Canada mascot.
Oh, cool, nice. So Nailani, what kind of art do you like to make?
Honestly, I don't really have a preference. I mean, I think making like logos and designs is really cool. Like simple ones, but like there's sometimes really, you know, like
digital
overall,
art?
yeah, like digital art is pretty cool, but I also like, you know, traditional like pencil art. I think logos and like graphic design is what interests me the most.
Wow, that's really cool. Hey, you know, I need lots of graphic design if you're ever interested in, I have some ideas I need illustrated. So if you're ever up for the challenge,
Thank you.
yeah. I've been taking an online graphic design course myself too. I really like that stuff as well.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's fun. So what about painting surfboards?
Oh yeah, I've done that. I think in the past, I used to do like design sometimes, like rarely, but usually when I use my art on surfboards, it's usually color matching to like kind of, you know, not
Covered up.
yeah, like cover up some sort of like repair or like some sort of like if there's a texture on the board, I try to match the texture. Like it's really fun.
She's also
Nice.
doing like on surfboards if somebody already has art and it gets destroyed in like whatever the whatever accident happened, she like tries to match it as much as she can, or sometimes people ask for like a specific design and she paints it. And then you remember we made a couple boards, so she actually like painted the design with my dad onto the board.
Oh, wow, super cool. Have you ever used Posca paint pens?
Yes, I think I tried them when I was younger, but
Okay.
not for like a like that type of way. But that would be really cool because I'm starting to see them a lot, and they look like really good markers. So
Yeah,
it
they
would,
work really well. Actually, I got some right here. I'll show you. This is the Drew Brophy, the famous surfboard artist. He sells this kit.
oh, that is so cool.
Yeah, they work really well. And you can use these Posca paint pens on the actual fiberglass.
Really?
Yeah, so when the board is finished, you can do it right on top of fiberglass and then you just spray a clear coat on it afterwards.
That's really good to know. Wow.
Yeah, maybe a Christmas present.
Yes, I hope my dad is listening.
Yeah, I get the feeling he's like not too far because you guys, every time you mention your dad, you kind of look to the side.
Oh yeah, he's just wandering around.
Okay, he's lurking in the background, is he?
Yeah, taking care of the dog.
Oh, right on, right on. So Nailani, other than surfing, you are stoked about art.
Yes.
Keana, what are you stoked about other than surfing?
Well, I really like reading. Like ever since I was little, you can probably always find me with my nose in a book, and I also like writing a bit because of that. And then recently, I've really gotten like interested in politics and everything. So I like to like follow the news and everything about that, and I really like to get involved in different parts of the community. So like Naila was saying, I really like to join different clubs at school, like business clubs, leadership clubs, or like community initiatives. So I basically like doing anything as long as I can kind of help people and meet new people.
I was gonna say, what is it about that stuff that you enjoy? Is it knowing that you're making change or being a part of something meaningful or
Yeah, I definitely think it's like a combination of those things. So every like group I join, in a way, I like to know that somehow I can make a difference, even if it's like, for example, I'm a part of DECA at school, so it's just a business club, and you would think, okay, that's kind of just for fun, but I like to know that, okay, I'm teaching kids that this may be their career, maybe they're going to be a CEO in the future. So I like to know that I can have an impact on people in a positive way. And if I'm helping the community in any way and sort of kind of, if there's a problem, I'd like to join something that can help fix that, right? And it's also
amazing?
nice to, meet new people, and it's great. It's a great way to make connections that can help you out.
So where do you see yourself in the future? What kind of initiatives do you think you want to be a part of?
Well, there's definitely like a list of things I've always been thinking about, but I never get to like a lot of them. I think when I'm grown up I will. But there was actually one initiative that we were thinking of starting, and it's called Your Lake, Your Wave. So we were planning on doing as a family, trying to go to indigenous people like on the reserves and everything, and teaching them how to surf, and especially because as the name says, it's their lake, right? Canada is their home. So we really wanted to help them take advantage of that.
Yeah, and that's the one project I've talked to your dad about that I'd like to be a part of too.
Yeah, for sure. We'd love to have you as as much help as we could get.
Yeah, I just think that that's such a fascinating idea, and I work in social services and I'm an outreach worker, so I work with people and culture is one thing. People are healthier when they're in contact with their culture, but I also know, look at what surfing has done for us, right? So I think surfing can bring a lot of healing and opportunity for people. I think it's a fabulous idea.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, super cool.
Oh, well, there is one thing that we've been working on actually. So when Naila was talking about art, how she likes to do graphic design and logos and such, we started a thing called Keanaila. So Naila's wearing her shirt right now. But
What's it called?
Keanaila, so it's Keanaila.
Oh, nice. Keanaila. All right. And what's that about?
So basically, Keanaila Surfboards, we basically make surfboards, and soon we're starting actually something that has to do with my art, and I'm really excited because me and my dad and her were very passionate about this, so we're very excited to kind of announce it soon.
Okay, but so you're just kind of teasing me then. We don't find out what it is. This is a tease.
Yeah.
So stay tuned to Surf Dreams Canada for the big reveal, right?
You know it.
Now, but you just mentioned that you guys are creating surfboards. Are you shaping surfboards together?
Yes, we've created actually two short boards so far.
Wow.
Yeah. So we get the blanks, and then we go through all of the process, and Naila usually does like the art and everything, and then I help my dad with the more manual stuff. And yeah, it's really cool to kind of see how it goes from start to finish.
Wow, super amazing. So what are your boards of choice?
We usually use like short boards or
Ones that my dad used, so like short boards and foamy.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Right
Yeah.
on. And so other than your dad, who are your surfing role models?
Alex Slater.
Alex Slater.
He's like the
Pretty
first other surfer than my dad that I've ever found out about, I think.
Who
Because
is
I
it?
thought-
Did you say Kelly
Kelly
Slater?
Slater. Yeah, because
Okay.
one time we were in Florida and I saw a statue of him when we were passing by Ron John's surf shop. I was
Yeah,
like,
in Cocoa Beach, yeah.
yeah, so I think that's like one of the people that I mostly look up to because he's like the first person I knew.
Yeah. And I think
We
there's
need to get a Larry Cavero statue right next to Kelly Slater.
yeah.
That would
The
have been
two, the two bald guys.
exactly.
I think it would look pretty cool.
Yeah, maybe on the Great Lakes.
Yeah, that
For
would
sure.
be cool.
But he'd have to be doing something weird like
Yeah, at the
Like that.
Bluffs.
yeah.
Maybe someday we'll immortalize him at the Bluffs. What
Yeah.
about you, Keana? Who's your surfing role model?
I think pretty much anyone that I saw in like the magazines growing up, I was like, wow, they're so cool. But I forget how to pronounce her name, but it's like Natia or Matea Olin, something like that.
Yeah, she's on Team Canada, right?
Yeah, exactly. So since surfing just became an Olympic sport, I really love the Olympics. So I usually follow a lot of the sports, and I just found out about her, and I thought, wow, that's so amazing. She's so young. I'm pretty sure she's younger than me,
Oh,
and
wow.
she's already done like so many amazing things. And like it's not, I don't get jealous. I just think it is so cool. Like it's so inspiring to see kids that are our age doing such cool things like that, and it really pushes you to become better at whatever you want to do.
Have you ever considered competing and trying to get a spot?
I mean, I don't think I would ever get to like her level, but I definitely love to compete if I ever got my skills enough, especially with paddle boarding. Like I've always really wanted to try like paddle racing too. I just know that I'd really have to put in the practice for whichever one because it's definitely not something that can be mastered right away.
Yeah, I think Matea is somebody I'll probably reach out to at some point for this show.
Wow, that'd be amazing. I'll definitely listen.
I think it'd be great to speak to her. Did you guys listen to the episode I did with Catherine Breweiler?
I think our dad might have been playing it in the car or something. So
Okay. You might want to listen to that one. I think she's a fantastic role model for Canadian girls. She's the first female pro surfer in Canada.
Wow, that's
and her
amazing.
family, like her two brothers, they're all pro surfers. Her son's on the Olympic team, Caleb.
Wow.
Yeah, she's great. Very inspirational. Not just for women, actually, for anybody, really. Her story is pretty incredible.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thanks for recommending that.
Yeah, no problem. I just saw a Jan
Oh, sorry.
Naila.
I was focused so much.
No, that's okay. It's after 10 o'clock on a Friday night. I feel like an old guy. Like I should be partying, but honestly, I'm usually in bed by now. But
Yeah,
you guys are out playing soccer, so I'm glad we made this happen, and I'm glad we did it before, just in the nick of time before you went off to Ottawa.
yeah, you got the timing perfect. So thank you.
Wow. Now, Ottawa is a great city. My wife, when she was in college, she was in Ottawa and we were dating. And so I used to go up there and yeah, very nice city.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I think it has like a very nice vibe, I guess.
Yeah, I think you're going to be doing a little more winter sports on the water there, though, than surfing.
My dad is already ready to bring my my snowboard down.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah.
Right on. All right, guys. Well, hey, it has been just so fantastic to talk to you. I think that, what you guys are doing is super inspirational. It makes me really happy to see young people taking such initiative and doing such cool things. Like, honestly, you guys are role models amongst the youth. So, like, really good for you. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what you end up doing, Keana. Like, hey, you might make Canadian Surfing Day.
Yeah. I'll try my best. I'll keep you
Wow,
updated.
right on. And, Keanaila Surfboards, is it? Am I saying that right?
Keanaila.
Keanaila?
Keanaila. So it's like beginning of my name, Kia, and then Naila, the beginning of hers.
Okay, sorry guys. I'm
No, don't worry.
I'm so white.
You're one of the first people that actually got our name right on the first try, so you should be honored.
Okay, great. All right. Yeah. So, hey, before I let you go, where can people find you online or how can people connect with you?
You can always like check out Surf Dreams Canada on Instagram, and we'll be making a page for Keanaila Surfboards as well. And then we'll have our Instagrams on there. So mine is _K Cavero, and then I don't know.
I don't really know how to say mine. It's Naila.
Yeah, but people can always reach out to us like through our dad's page or.
He usually tags us in his photos.
Yeah.
Okay, super cool. So we'll find you girls online, and any last words you want to say about the cleanup or encouragement for people?
Participate in it.
Yeah, please. Just it's a small way to make a lot of change. So we'd really appreciate anyone that helped out.
So hey, if you're listening, clean up your garbage. Stop throwing stuff out the window. Pick it up.
Yes,
you know who's really bad? All those smokers just throwing their butts everywhere. It's disgusting.
I think that's what makes her mad the
Oh
most.
my
When she
gosh.
sees that in public, she's not afraid to say out loud, "Oh my gosh, look who just threw!" Like, she's like bold. I would never be able to do that.
Yeah, I feel bad for making them feel bad, but I'm also like, okay, you kind of deserve it. You just threw your garbage on the ground.
Yeah, but for some reason, smokers seem to get away with it. Like, it seems to be
Yeah.
like an acceptable form of littering.
I think
Yeah,
it's
it's
so
really odd.
normalized, and it's even like you see it in movies too, where it's starting
Just
to kind
flick
of
it on the
become-
ground,
yeah, they
right?
just flick it. So it's kind of becoming normalized, and I feel like that's something that shouldn't even be normalized.
It'd be
Yeah.
nice to have more of those like butt stations or whatever around. Because I don't know, hopefully if there was like a multitude of them, he would be like, okay, it's right there. I'll throw it out there instead of on the
Yeah.
floor.
I
That'd
need to
good.
be careful what I say because I used to be a smoker, and I might have some karma coming at me because I may have flicked a few cigarette butts in my day, but I'm older now and I know better, and I think we all need to know better, and I think we're in a very urgent state. Like, we can't just keep going on doing what we've been doing and expecting different results. That's the definition of insanity, I believe, doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. We can't just go on polluting and driving our cars and expecting the world to clean itself up. We got to do something about it. So, and we got people like you and other surfers out there who are concerned for the world and the lakes. And so Yeah, we're all in this together, guys. One piece of garbage at a time, right? Am I right?
You know
Exactly.
it.
Nice, awesome. Well, hey, I wish you all the luck in going back to school, and we'll check in with you when you're back around sometime, and we'll meet in person. Hopefully, COVID doesn't keep us separated forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see your dad soon. We're supposed to go catch some surf together. The fall is coming, so
Hey Derek, what's up?
I'm good, man. You?
Good, brother. Just
Right on.
yeah, today's was a busy day, so yeah, at least thinking about tomorrow, what's happening. And I'm glad that actually you're back in the lakes. How does
I'm
it
here.
feel? How does it feel, dude? I mean, you know, you're already back in the water. Uh, how is it like the experience to get back in the fresh water and the waves and the people and everything else?
It's on one hand, it feels like this return home. I feel, especially now, I've got all these friends. I haven't even seen them in person yet. Like I have guys texting me, and I'm part of the community. But at the same time, it's also very humbling. Like I was out at Sable Beach a couple days ago. I didn't know where to go exactly. So I just kind of went anywhere, and there were sandbars, and all of a sudden it was shallow, then it was deep. I didn't have wax for my board, so I tried surfing. I couldn't even stand on it without sliding off. So then I tried my paddleboard instead. Well, my paddleboard is not a surfboard, so I didn't have a lot of luck. So I'm thinking, okay, I gotta get with the gang and get myself kind of reoriented to, the conditions and, the different spots, because I don't really know what's up anymore.
Exactly. I know that I mean, you're not that far, but obviously, whenever, it's breaking around here in Lake Ontario, I mean, we got to take you to surf all these spots, like really good spots. They are more protected. So waves are a little better shape and with a lot of more punch and, a huge variety for every taste, like short breaks, and a little bit of everything. So it's coming soon. And I think the next 2 weeks is looking good too. So a lot of good storms on its way. So I want you to come in and surf with us here.
Oh,
And,
absolutely.
yeah, hopefully we can make our way today. It's been a long time, to be honest. It's just because it's been so consistent here, right? I mean, the past year. So yeah, we didn't make the trip there, but hey, we'll meet up and we'll get to surf.
Absolutely. Hey, thanks for fixing my board too. That's great. Did they help?
Yes, they always help me. Every time there's if I have a bunch of boards to work with, they always help me. So we usually work like 4 or 5 boards at a time, which is I find it easier because we sand everything all at once, we laminate all at once, we redo everything all at once. So it's faster, it's better, and so I need help all the time. So
Nice. Yeah, you got a surfboard crew here. So is this Toby?
Yes, I just wanted to show him to you. Here you go.
Oh my God, he's so cute. Oh, so small. Is it a boy or a girl?
Yeah,
boy.
boy.
Boy, oh yeah. I don't think I've ever seen a Cocker Spaniel puppy before.
me neither.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
neither.
so cute.
Yeah, very cute. Yeah.
Love to play.
Oh, that's gonna be hard to go to Ottawa with that new puppy.
I know. I asked for a dog for years, and the one time I get a dog is a week before I leave the house.
Maybe that's to keep your sister a little more, have someone around for her still.
They said it was a replacement for me.
Oh, no one will ever replace you. So Larry, how proud are you of these girls?
Thank you. I mean, yes, it's just watching them growing up and see what they do, what they learn, what life is, in the future for them is. It's just great to see how they're walking through it, and we're there, right? We're there for them. So it's just fun. It's fun, and we all learn. We're learning everything. Our mistakes.
Sounds like you've got some pretty good values across to them.
Thank you. You know what, Janet? Unfortunately, she's not here. My wife. You're gonna meet her too. She's you'll meet her. She's really down to earth.
Does she surf?
Really good mom. Well, the funny part is that when we met, yes, she started surfing, right? It's like, okay, good. So, I bought her a board, so we start going for paddles, and then we travel, and I was pushing her into the waves, so she was learning and stuff. Sorry, that was before we got married. Then we got married, and it's like, okay, we gotta start like surfing. Like, no, thank you.
Oh.
It's like, are you kidding me? We like the whole time. It's like, yes, I want to surf, and she tried and she was learning, right? But right after, it's like, I'm not interested in surfing at all.
Once you put a ring on it, she's like, oh, I got my man. Forget
See you
it.
later. I'm not surfing with you anymore. So she enjoys the beach a lot. Like, she loves the ocean. So she loves to, read her books and chill. Yeah, and stand-up paddle. She got into stand-up paddle boarding probably the past 4 years. And she got more confident. What happened is Janet had a death experience as a kid. Like she was drowning, and somebody rescued her like unconscious, and she always was afraid of the water. And it's incredible because when we met and she started going in the water, and I was like pushing her and helping her to surf, she never mentioned that. And after, obviously after all that, she told me like, she was always afraid of the water, and somehow, without telling me, she was conquering her fears and getting back in the water. So, but she's so super, supportive with them and surfing, and she enjoys the ocean a lot. So she's been stand-up paddling now again for the past 4 or 5 years.
Oh, good.
And getting more confident. And she loved the water. She's like, it's a relaxing time for her when we stand up paddle. Oh, that's Nacho. Look,
This is my turtle.
that's her turtle.
Oh, Nacho, nice. Does he surf?
Yes. Actually, when I was in grade 4, we had to make some sort of magnet project, and I made like a magnetic surfboard for turtles.
Oh, my.
That's for him.
Wow.
That's just a weird turtle. What happened? It's a radiator slider. So it's a water turtle, right? But he hates the water. So he spends most of the time running around the house.
Yeah.
It's very sociable.
He's more like a dog.
Really? Oh, he wanders around the house.
Yeah, he's like a dog. He chases you. He's actually
He hides under the couch.
The couch. So right now he's walking around us, and we only put it back in the water like every 2-3 days.
Because that's when he needs to eat.
That's what he only eats in the water, right?
Wow.
And eat and poop only in the water. And then he's most of the time outside, and he's just wandering around. He's with it.
You let him outside in the yard?
Yes, we have to watch him because he's so fast, right?
Wow, really?
Extremely
I thought turtles
fast.
were slow.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I don't understand. People think that turtles are slow, but extremely fast. And especially if there's a creek right behind us, he'll be gone.
Oh yeah.
He'll be gone. So you have to really watch out. Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, that's hilarious. So turtles apparently live for a long time. So have you had them for a while?
I've had him for I think 13 years. Well, he is 13 years old now.
Wow, so
He's still
cool.
got a long way to go.
Look, he's here right now by my feet. He just cruises around. He loves to be around people actually. When everybody comes, like when someone comes in the house and sits over here, make sure he comes around and walk around your feet and to make sure he gets to know you. Pretty impressive, yeah.
So a turtle from the Great Lakes surfing family that doesn't like water.
Yeah.
Wow. Who would have thought?
For real.
So was learning how to swim very important? Did you get your Red Cross or do anything like that?
Actually, I'm a lifeguard and a swim instructor, and I coach a swim team during the year. So I've always really liked swimming, and I've really found it important to teach people, like, whatever age they are, because it's such a valuable asset. And then Naila and I, ever since we were young, like, our parents made sure we went to swimming lessons, or if it was like we were too busy, they would make sure to bring us to like public swims and stuff, just because of surfing and everything. And even if we weren't surfing, you know, swimming is so important just to have under your belt.
Yeah, I did my Bronze Cross this year. I wanted to have that confidence and that safety for when I take my students out. It was a little funny doing swimming lessons with like 30, 14-year-olds, but
That's awesome.
No, as long as you get to do it, it's good.
Yep, never too old.
For sure.
Exactly. Well, that's
Right
great.
on.
How's the new place?
Dude, it's awesome. So I'm in Owen Sound, actually, and I just look across the street and I can see the water.
That's
And
amazing.
I put my paddleboard in the water. If I go right, I can paddle down what's called the Sydenham River. If I turn left, it leads me right out into Georgian Bay. It's amazing.
Brother, that's amazing. You know, there is a spot that is not that far from you. I don't know if you saw it already, or Point Crocker.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Insane. Like, insane when we're talking about an incredible surf spot. And we'll get to surf that spot soon, but now that you know James Carrick and you know you're hanging out with all these guys, they're gonna take you there. It's pretty unreal, and you're there now, so huge amount of breaks in that area. Like you see all those small little islands all over the place. So much to search for, but Point Crocker is amazing.
Nice.
Even Tobermory.
Oh, yeah.
And the other side, sorry,
you can go surfing in Tobermory, eh?
Yes, with a good. I mean, if you get a good easterly, no exact. I mean, yes, it's part of Tobermory, but not exactly where you know.
Yeah.
People jumps in the water and stuff. There is a main beach there, just before the provincial park. It's impressive. There's a lot of bays in the area, and again, before that, like closer to you, Point Crocker is unreal. And also you have a Meaford. Meaford is really good for me. Meaford could be like the Cove, but the mini Cove. You know, very similar wave. The spot is smaller, but it's very similar. There's a marina, and you surf on the other side of the marina in this small little cove, and the wave has a lot of punch too. So you're surrounded by a lot of good breaks. So
that's why I chose this area. I wanted to be surrounded by water, and then, you know, I can drive the little extra way, and I'm out with you guys on Lake Ontario and Erie. So
exactly. Yes, bro. You'll make your way here very soon, and
I'm excited.
It's coming now.
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't surfed much, right? So, but once in a week or two, like even starting from tomorrow and on, I think we're gonna get a lot of waves, tons of waves. You'll have surfing like at least 3 to 4 times a week.
Perfect. Well, you got me in the text thread now, so.
Yes.
Anytime, let me know for sure. Absolutely.
Awesome, dude. I will again. Thank you so much for for interviewing these 2 sweet girls, and you have always amazing questions, and I really enjoy how they're so honest and being able to speak up about whatever you ask for, which is great.
I'm super happy to have you guys.
Also, thank you so much for supporting the Cove Beach cleanup. This is awesome. I really appreciate it. It makes a huge difference, and having the support it make you it give you a lot of more strength to continue these projects, right? And this tradition, and you know, having everyone together, and especially you know, the local small businesses. We really appreciate it because you guys are you know, are so generous. So thank you for doing that. Thanks for supporting the Cove Beach cleanup.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, I'm really glad we could have you on the podcast to talk about it, and we'll get the podcast, you know, share it far and wide with your friends and stuff, and we'll try to get the word out there pretty widespread.
Awesome. Yes, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice. All right. So Larry, so tomorrow I'm probably going to be going to Cape Pier, so I probably won't see you then because you're going on Erie, right?
Yes, actually, Erie or just right here in Oshawa, Lake Ontario, which is close by. You know, I'm gonna wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and see the buoys and see what the winds are doing. But I will, you know, again, we're leaving tomorrow night, late at night, to Ottawa, so I can't go that far. And yeah, so but it's okay. You have fun, enjoy those waves, and we'll meet up very soon in the next few weeks.
Yep, we will be in touch soon. And thank you for fixing my board. I'll be picking it up tomorrow. So I haven't seen it yet, but I'll be going.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, cool.
I'm going to pick up my wife tomorrow. My wife and my dog haven't been here this whole time. So.
Oh my goodness.
So they'll be flying in and going to my brother-in-law's. So I'll be reuniting with them and reuniting with the board.
That's amazing. Good stuff. That's very good for you, man. I'm so glad you guys are gonna get together. So that's,
you know, it's funny, when we did the podcast the first time, it was like I kept telling you, oh, I'll be moving there in the fall, but that was all just hopes and dreams, you know, like I didn't actually know if it would happen, but everything has just been working out like it's meant to be. It's so good.
That's amazing. And you made it happen. So I'm very glad.
Yeah. People are really liking the podcast. So
it is great. I mean, you know, you're pretty, you know, spontaneous. You're very active. You have, it's great. You're always, and how you interact with everyone. I think it's pretty amazing. A lot of good questions. And again, also, you're so involved with the community in what you do in what you did also in Vancouver. So we're connected. You're super connected with everyone. And like you said, you don't even get to know, you didn't get to know these people in person, but you feel like you know them already. So
yeah, I feel like I have all these new friends. I haven't even met them. So no, I'm really happy with the way people are receiving it. They're liking it. So that's good to know. It's not crap. So that's good. So I'm having lots of fun making it. So
that's awesome.
Glad to have you guys on it. And you guys can't wait to surf together. And Keana, all the best in school, man. I'm so excited to hear what you're doing. Like, that is so cool to be doing the House of Commons and all these great initiatives. Wow, so cool. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, right on. All right, see you guys. Stay stoked.
Take it easy.
Later.
Bye.
The turtle and the two rabbits.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, see ya.